So I'm going to stop here. So now I'm going to hand it over to Mr. Patrick because he wants to talk to you. Solo nos falta un minuto, así que voy a parar aquí y le voy a dar a el señor Patrick porque él quiere hablar con ustedes. So, bye everybody.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you so much.
Hi.
Patrick, hi.
How are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you.
Very funny.
I'm so happy that you are here. And well, and I saw that you were having fun. You were having a lot of great conversation. Wonderful. Good job. And today, well, but there is someone important. I'm going to bring her here in class. Yep, she's here. So this is our boss. And she would like to talk to you. And then she would tell you, tell her about herself. And also, if you have questions, you can ask, okay? So let me just wait. Okay. Hello, Mrs. Boss, how are you?
I'm good. Patrick, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. So, well, you are our students here, and I'm so glad that you are going to meet them today and talk to them. So you can, I think I will, let you to talk to, I don't want to talk much, so I know you have something to say to them, and here you are, you can talk to them, okay?
Okay.
I think I'm going to show the presentation. Okay, I think I'm ready. All right.
Okay, so I'm Ashley Webb. I also am a licensed marriage and family therapist. So I do a lot of therapy sessions with families and children, couples, to really work on stress relief and ways of coping with a lot of stuff that's going on in the world, with their people's jobs. When it comes to the Language Institute, you know, it's important for all of you to, you know, you're learning a language which can be very complicated. So making sure that you're balancing family life, and some people are doing schooling in addition to taking a language course with Patrick or Zach, whoever you're taking it with. Also making sure that you're using positive coping skills. I know Patrick has used music in the conversational sessions, you know, finding outlets that are very helpful when you're trying to manage so much in your life. So I think we discussed about like once a month, you know, me coming into this conversational session, kind of checking in with people and seeing how everybody's doing with the courses, and also in life, just in general, whether you're here in the United States or if you are, you know, in Brazil or Ecuador, you know, internationally taking these courses. I oversee, you know, the development of the institute. I check in with Patrick. We look into marketing, how classes are going, the schedule of the times that the classes are running, and also taking a look at payment options because the institute is international. So kind of understanding the payment scale. So Patrick, I mean, Patrick he speaks 4 languages. He's a certified teacher. He's been teaching in different areas. So he really is a benefit to this program running, and because it's international and Patrick has lived internationally and is now living in the States, he just really is an asset to learn language. And his energy and his charisma and his passion for language, you know, is just exactly what the Institute needs to be growing. And he's a really good marketing asset as well. Yeah, so, you know, To Learn Language Institute is international, which is, you know, extremely beneficial. And that's what we wanted all along, to be able to, you know, integrate different cultures and allowing people to have opportunities to meet people outside of the US, people within the US. And I feel as though we've been doing that, but I'm going to ask you guys once I go through this kind of how you feel we have been doing with that. Hi, Paulina. Hi.
Hi, hi.
Okay, you can continue.
Hi.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, and so, we want to make sure that learning is fun. Learning a language can be a lot. So wanting to make sure that there's, we're laughing and we're having a good time, putting a spin on learning a language of, the benefit of where it takes you in your life. But that's why Patrick is using music, and that's why, me coming in and talking about like how you all are doing, kind of coping and stuff. It's kind of things that you wouldn't necessarily have in a language program. So yeah, just keep making sure that we're smiling. And even though maybe some classes can be tougher than others, depending on what it is that you're learning, being able to still say like, okay, this is kind of cool, and kind of continuing to be productive in your classes, because your classes are a couple times a week, right? So really kind of keeping the energy going. Yeah, this is very important as well. And I know Patrick has spoken about this multiple times in some videos that he's done, and also when the courses were starting, that, a huge part of this institute is to help students prepare for international exams. Being able to, have a baseline level and specific level of knowing English, is extremely important, especially if you're coming to the United States. So a benefit to this program, and Patrick himself, he knows, he's gone through this. So I personally believe as a therapist, people's life experience and what they're bringing to the institute is the best thing that you can ask for. We don't have professors or teachers that are, they don't know how it is. So that's a huge benefit of what we're trying to provide. And then, how I had said before is that, people outside the US are able to study English directly in the US. And that's why it's online. So it's an extreme benefit of, just being able to have access. Access is extremely important. And yeah, so I would like to know, one more. Yes, and then this is important. So we talked about when the program was getting started, when it comes to cost, and really wanted to take into account that we're going to run into situations where we're going to have to take a look at the fact that payment could be complicated or difficult. So being able to pay half scholarships to be able to learn English and Spanish in or outside of the US. So yeah, so that's me. And if you guys ever have any questions at all about, just kind of like things that you also think that in addition we could be doing in the institute, like something that's important is that, this institute is growing and you guys are very much a part of the foundation of it. So that's kind of awesome. That's very special. So if you have any ideas, when I come in about once a month, we can talk about those things. And obviously you can talk to Zach or Patrick at any time, because we want to take your feedback. We want this to continue to grow and have people learn languages in a very fun way, but a very effective way. And so they feel as though they're getting what it is that they are looking for. So I would like to hear, if it's okay, I know I'm like a stranger and this is all new, and people's thoughts of To Learn Language Institute so far. If you'd like to share. If not, that is okay. But it would be nice to, hear some feedback a little bit.
Yeah, Paulina, well, I know you've been studying with us, so if there's anything you would like to share with us, how you feel about studying here. Oscar, you can say it in Spanish or in English. It's okay, yeah, no problem.
Okay, I try. Yes, I like the classes with Patrick, the teacher's hack. I like because I learned new vocabulary. Not informal vocabulary, but this is usual vocabulary. I learned this, but when I learned the other English with institute, I learned formal vocabulary, but it's no colloquial.
Okay.
It's not colloquial. But
Yeah.
when I learn vocabulary colloquial, this is different pronunciation. This is different, and you use all words when you talk about with other person.
Yeah.
I like this. I like this.
Wow.
Nice. Good.
Wow.
Thank you for your feedback. That's nice to hear. See, I think that you all have you offer a perspective, you know, so it's very important to get feedback and to hear your ideas, and also other institutes that you've been a part of, you know, things that maybe you have liked, but also things that you're liking in this one. So thank you for that.
Okay, and ya, Oscar, ¿quiere compartir algo con nosotros de lo que estás, cómo te sientes en el instituto y algo que desearía compartir con nosotros? Está bien, sea bienvenido. Si es que desea compartir algo con nosotros. Puede ser en español, está bien.
En español, por favor. Estoy muy a gusto en mi instituto. Estoy agradecido de los teachers y mi afán es aprender más. Y espero con el tiempo compartir palabras en inglés con todos mis profesores. Les agradezco mucho. Thank you.
A ti también, Oscar. Muchas gracias. Ok, bueno, María, I know it's your first day, tu primer día. How did you feel in the conversational class today? Would you like to share your experience today? I know it was a bit nervous, but yeah, how was it? You can say something in Spanish or in English is okay. It's depending how you feel. No problem.
Sorry for any mistake.
No problem.
Today was my first time. Muy a gusto con las clases, por la clase de hoy, por ponerme con contacto con el inglés y por compartir este momento. Y recalco lo que dijo Ashley. Patrick es una persona con mucho energía y carisma.
Wow.
Un gusto encontrarte de nuevo de teacher.
Thank you. Applausos, please. Claps, please. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys, for coming. Thank you for your opinions, for your feedback. Thank you, Oscar. Thank you, Paulina. Thank you, Camille, for coming. And thank you, Mrs. Boss, for sharing the time with us. I know you are busy all the time, but it was a pleasure to have you. And I know our students were excited to meet you today. Thank you so much. And guys, have a nice weekend. Bye-bye. I'll see you next Friday, okay? Bye-bye.